Your Social Security check this month was $2,071. That is the national average for a retired worker in 2026, $24,852 a year, $172 a week. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says the average American retiree spends $60,000 a year, $5,000 a month just to keep the lights on, the property taxes paid, and the prescriptions filled. That is a $35,000 gap every single year for the rest of your life. And nobody at the Social Security office is going to close it for you. Your financial advisor is not going to close it either. He gets paid the same whether you can afford groceries or not. The Amish never had this problem. They never paid into Social Security in the first place, and they retired just fine. Welcome to the Survival Research. If you are not subscribed yet, hit subscribe and the bell. This is where we open the files the retirement industry hopes you never find. There's a $40 setup running in the back room of a farmhouse in Lancaster County right now. That setup brings in $1,400 a week, not a year, a week. And the financial planning industry will never put it in a brochure because there is no commission on a $40 Walmart receipt. A certified financial planner charges between $1,500 and $3,000 to build you a retirement plan. The plan tells you to save more, work longer, and pray the market does not crash the year you retire. The Amish do not pay financial planners. They do not save into 401k accounts. They run small home businesses that pay them every single week of their adult life. The setup I'm about to show you is one of the most common seniors in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, Holmes County, Ohio, and LaGrange County, Indiana, have been running it for decades. The product sells for $30 a pound at every farmer's market in America, and it grows in a tray smaller than a piece of notebook paper. Stop scrolling for a second because what comes next is the part the retirement industry buried. The exact 10 by 20 inch tray the Amish use, the 3 seed varieties that hit $30 a pound retail, the honor system selling method that needs 0 permits in 46 states. It is all in the suppressed file, step by step. Scan the QR code on your screen or hit the first link in the description and get it now. Let me keep going. The product is microgreens. Microgreens are the seedlings of vegetables harvested 7 to 14 days after the seed sprouts. Broccoli, sunflower, pea shoots, radish, cabbage. You have eaten them on top of every $50 plate at every steakhouse in America. They sell for $20 to $50 a pound at retail in 2026. One standard 10 by 20 inch tray produces about 1 pound of finished product. A senior running this setup in a spare bedroom grows 47 trays a week. 47 trays at $30 a pound is $1,410 every week. Still watching? Then you already know more than 99% of retirees who hand their savings to an advisor and just hope. The full breakdown is in the file the retirement industry hates. Scan the QR code or click the first link in the description. The total startup cost is $40. I'm going to break it down item by item. Item 1. The trays. A 10-pack of 10 by 20 inch plastic seedling trays at Walmart costs around $18. You will use the same trays for 2 years before they crack. The Amish wash them immediately after harvest and use them for 5 years or longer. Item 2. The seeds. A 1-pound bag of broccoli microgreen seeds at any garden supply store costs around $12. That 1 pound of seeds produces roughly 30 pounds of finished microgreens. 30 pounds at $30 a pound is $900 in product from a $12 bag of seeds. You can also buy pea shoots, sunflower, and radish seeds for similar prices. Mix 3 varieties and you have 90 days of production from $40 in seeds. Item 3. The growing medium. A block of compressed coconut coir at any garden store costs around $5. It expands into enough soil for 30 trays. You do not need fertilizer. You do not need a greenhouse. You do not need a grow light if you have a south-facing window. Add a $5 spray bottle for misting the seeds during the dark phase. Total, $40. That is the entire setup. That is the whole thing. No subscription, no recurring fee, no upgrade plan. Now let me show you the production math, because this is where it stops being a hobby and starts being a paycheck. Day 1. You soak the seeds in water for 8 hours. A coffee mug works. You do not need fancy equipment. Day 2. You spread the soaked seeds on top of the coir in the tray. You stack a second tray on top to press them down. Day 3 through 6, you mist them twice a day. They stay in the dark under that second tray. The pressure makes the roots dig in faster. Day 7 through 10, you remove the top tray and move them to the window. They turn green and double in size within 48 hours. Day 11 through 14, you cut them at the base with kitchen scissors. Rinse them once. Pack them in a clamshell. That is the entire process. A senior with arthritis can do it sitting at the kitchen table. The Amish in Holmes County run 100 trays at a time in a back room with 1 window and a wood stove for warmth in the winter. 3 workers, all over 60, harvest 80 pounds a week between them. 80 pounds at $30 a pound is $2,400 a week. Now where do you sell 47 pounds of microgreens every single week without a website or corporate buyer? 3 places that do not require a storefront, a permit in most states, or a college business degree. 1. Farmers markets. Booth fees range from $20 to $50 per Saturday in most American cities. A regular vendor at any farmers market in America moves 20 to 40 pounds in 4 hours of standing at a folding table. 2. Restaurants. Chefs pay between $25 and $40 a pound delivered to the back door before the dinner rush. A single restaurant will take 5 to 10 pounds a week on standing order once they taste your product. 5 restaurants on standing order is your entire weekly revenue. 3. The Amish method. A cooler at the end of the driveway, a hand-painted sign, and a coffee can for cash. Honor system. 0 overhead. 0 permits in most rural counties. And the Amish in Lancaster County have run this exact setup for over a century. This is called a cottage food sale, and it is legal in 46 states as of 2026. Texas, Florida, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, all 46. The retirement industry will never tell you any of this exists because you cannot sell an annuity, a structured product, or a managed account to a senior who already makes $1,400 a week from a windowsill. The mutual fund industry charges retirees 1 to 2% a year in management fees on their savings. On a $300,000 retirement account, that is $6,000 a year disappearing into Wall Street. The Amish microgreen seller pays 0 in management fees, 0 in advisor fees, 0 in account maintenance fees. The $40 in trays and seeds is the only fixed cost they will ever pay. Let me be honest about the limitations. This is not passive income. You do have to plant and harvest every week without missing a cycle. The work is about 6 to 8 hours total spread across 7 days. Microgreens are perishable. They have a 5 to 7 day shelf life, refrigerated. You cannot stockpile inventory. You sell what you grow that week. And like any small business, you have to find the first customers. The first month is the hardest. But every Amish farmer running this setup tells the same story. By month 3, the customers come to you. Now think about what this means for retirement math. $1,400 a week is $5,600 a month, $67,200 a year. On top of your Social Security check of $24,852, that is over $92,000 in annual income from a tray that fits on your kitchen table. The Amish have done this for over 100 years. They were running roadside produce stands when the rest of the country was being sold mutual funds, dot-com stocks, and high-yield bonds that ate their savings. The retirement industry did not break. You were never invited in. A $40 tray on a kitchen table is a financial system Wall Street cannot reach into. You can keep waiting for a Social Security raise of $56 a month that does not cover the rent. Or you can plant seeds on Sunday and harvest cash on Saturday. That is the choice. The information was always there. The Amish never hid it. The financial industry just made sure you never went looking. Now you have it. If this opened your eyes, subscribe and share it with a senior who needs to see it. Every share preserves what the financial industry tried to hide. The next file opens soon.